Hey guys, Justin Lee Hareld here with Dishin Days. I am at Day of Days 2023 here at the Peacock Theater, and I am joined by Salem's newest, hottest couple. We have Mr. Peter Porte as Dimitri Von Loschner, and we have the Dishin Days award-winning Mr. Greg Rikaart here as Leo Stark.
Hello.
So how are you guys?
We're doing well. How are you?
Good. I know you guys did the interview portion earlier. What was that like?
You mean the
Autograph portion,
autograph.
sorry. Yes.
Sauna portion. Yes, we got that through with. It was very hot out there, but it was very, very fun. We had people traveling from all over the world, waiting hours, and to get to spend some time with us. I mean, what were they thinking?
Well, the funny part was that we were paired off with Drake and Deirdre, so we had quite a long line.
Yes.
We like to.
Have you heard of them?
Yes.
Deirdre Drake Hogestyn?
Yeah.
Good.
They're
Yeah.
new to the cast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'd like to think that some of those people were in line for us, but I
No.
think they were.
None of them.
You know, it might be 50-50. Let's give them credit.
Yeah, 50% of them were there for Deirdre, and 50% were there for Drake.
Yes.
Did you guys get a lot of energy from the crowd? Or
Yeah, they
how
were
you
great,
seem-
and they
yeah.
were troopers, like Peter was saying. People visiting from faraway places, and it's hot and sunny out there, and they were all just really excited to be there and to see us. So
Nice. I'm sure they were excited to see you too, even though you were paired with Deidre and Drake. But asking about this pairing, when did you guys find out about it? Did a producer come to you and sort of say this is where the storyline is going? Did you pick up a script and see it one day? How did? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I knew that I would be coming back to the show, but I didn't know
From Beyond Salem. Yes.
Beyond Salem,
Yes.
but I didn't know in what capacity. And I don't know if you know this, but Greg and I first met on Young and the Restless maybe 12 years ago, and we were fast friends, but we never actually got to work together. We shared one line exchange at the bar where I'm like, "Can I get it?" And he's like, "Ugh," and walked away. So we never actually worked together.
That was the Ricky and Kevin were not nearly as interesting
friends.
as Dimitri and Leo.
Nice.
And I don't know what the moment that I read it in the script, but I think that it had been leaked maybe to you by Ron that we would be working together.
No, what I knew from Marnie was that you were coming back to the show, that there was going to be some sort of love triangle, but I think there was some confusion early on as to whether or not Dimitri was just playing Leo.
Got it. Okay.
That was the part, I think, where there was...
Oh, that was fun.
But it was fun for us to not know, too, right?
Got it.
Because
we would ask them,
Oh,
like,
interesting,
is this
yeah.
for real? Like, am I actually... And they're like,
Yeah.
no one knew, so we were encouraged to just play it
Yes.
as maybe it could be one
Either
or the
way,
other.
either
Yeah,
or.
let's see
Nice.
where it goes.
but it has been so fun.
Yeah, it's been a
and
treat.
Also just having history as friends with Peter and also with Emily, the three of us together as this like trifecta. We would sit outside every day, eat our lunch, go over our lines, and gossip.
Nice.
Maybe go over our lines a little bit, like 90% gossiping, but it was all on the page. Like the dynamic was and the writing was so great, and we would just sort of take what was there and run the hell out of it, and just like the energy, I think it like pops off the screen. I'm really proud of the work we did.
Yeah.
And speaking of the amazing, great, we talked with her earlier, Emily O Brien. What's it like to do? I know you've worked with her a lot on Days, but what's it like this dynamic now, where you're not at odds per se, but you're keeping stuff from her? Both of you are being a little mischievous and keeping her in the dark. What has that been like to work with Emily on this round here?
I mean, I hadn't been married to her previously, as he was, but I adore her. I'd heard of her before in like music circles.
Oh, really?
Los Angeles, because I don't know if you know this, but Emily has a stunning voice.
Yeah,
she's a beautiful singer.
Yeah.
It's hard to look her in the face and lie to her because it's so easy to fall in love with Emily O'Brien. She is my favorite actress on the show.
Yeah, she's just wonderful.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
And I love the dynamic of Gwen and Leo as friends, but just to play a different flavor, it was fun to have the betrayal and and she really is one of the most meaningful people in his life. So doing her dirty the way he did was like, it was fun stuff to play.
Nice.
But
that's what happens. It's
how
soap opera.
strongly he feels about MP over here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It all goes together. It's worth it in the end, right?
Sure.
Definitely. Have to ask you guys about first the wigs. What is that process like? Is there a selection there?
Right before we get on camera, press them down. No, do you get to choose your wigs?
I
I'm
don't.
always very
They're
jealous
chosen
of
for
the
you.
wigs.
Okay.
Although I think there were 2 options for the Nurse Leona wig.
Yes.
And I was like, I just want to look like Sybil Shepherd in Moonlighting.
And didn't
You know what? That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
And I think we nailed it.
You nailed it.
I don't think
Totally.
I have the jawline
Yes.
to really pull it off, but
Sybil,
And the
that is
likeness
so true.
to Emily in that scene where we're trying to fool the lawyer is uncanny.
do you know with that episode, Emily is such a trooper and such a good friend that I asked her if she would read all my lines and I recorded her
interesting,
saying
yeah.
them, and then I was like, let me try and get the accent by just mimicking her voice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I nailed it, but which I think was the point.
You know, it was a
wasn't
good
supposed to.
attempt. It was a
was
good
great.
attempt. Yeah.
It was great.
The dialogue. Do you guys just crack up, or is it one of those where we just got to get through this to get it out, and then we'll crack up to talk about it later? Or
It's great.
Yeah.
The way that they write, especially you, is just a gift.
Well,
It's so fun.
just laced with innuendo.
There's
Yes.
that, but there's also and some of it I think happens on set, and we definitely laugh a lot when we're rehearsing.
Right.
But then there's things that I don't even catch. Like there was, Leo's laying into Gwen about something, and he's just going on, and he says something to her. He goes, I don't even know if that's a word. Is that a word? And then in the background, I didn't even know you did this until it aired, and I watched it and had to rewind it like 3 times because I laughed every time. But as I'm yelling at her, and I say, is that even a word? Peter's in the back, and he's saying the word that I've just
Said it.
and it's
Yes.
just-
Chewing scenery.
Yeah, chewing scenery. But
Pulling
Nice.
focus is what he means.
It all works. We're going to play a quick little game. I know we're
Sure.
wrapping up here, but before we do, I know, Peter, you're currently doing a fundraiser for the Covenant House. I just want to give a shout out to that.
Yes.
Yes.
We're doing a sleep out on November 16th, and if you can, please donate. It's an amazing cause, and I'm very glad to be working with them.
Absolutely. They do amazing work help combat homelessness and LGBTQIA youth. So if you could donate, please do. And link is on your socials. I
Yes,
believe?
that's right, at Porte.
Yes. And quickly, game, we're going to do a game called Days Drama here, asking you guys to pick one and answer to the best of your ability. A little bit of Days, a little bit of
Who in the cast would you make a good bestie for Dimitri, and why?
I think Gwen is out, so
Gwen's
yeah.
out. Either Jackie or Deirdre.
Jackie would be fun.
Yeah, I think they'd be a lot of fun.
Jackie,
'Cause he can be
Dimitri.
quite dry, so he and Deirdre would. I mean,
She's a bit bombastic.
He needs a lot of help, so that would probably be a very good bestie and
Yeah.
someone who can also
You can balance each
psychoanalyze
other
me
out.
and take
Absolutely.
care of this damaged young man.
Yes.
it's a good answer.
Right? Thank you.
All right, one more, Greg. You, yeah.
Let's see. Favorite piece of dialogue your character got to say? Ooh, that's a hard one. Because there's so many. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Anytime you
Any-
reference RuPaul's Drag Race,
Yes, the Madonna stuff was
Oh,
pretty.
the Madonna stuff. To me, what I loved about the Madonna stuff was, was there? Oh no, it was when I do that whole monologue explaining how and why I got there, and in Leo's mind it makes so much sense, and he's so proud of it. And he says, and that's why I flew to Iceland.
Yes,
Yes.
Makes perfect sense to me. It might be that. That's the first one that comes to mind.
that's a good one. On that note, we're gonna say goodbye to you guys. Thank you
Okay.
so much. We are here with Leo and Dimitri, Greg and Peter.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.